Okay, The Hurt Locker. It's essentially a movie about the people who detonate the IEDs in Iraq. And how undeniably stressful that can be. And of course there are lots of bombs. So in some ways you don't get too attached to certain characters, except for this main group of three. The main group of three you get fairly well attached to. And this is essentially the intense emotional psychological drama that happens when pretty much every single day what happens is you get that phone call, yeah, we found some wires. Going to the pile of trash. Okay. Send the robot, and the robot fix it. Or in some cases it's, alright, I'll toss in the suit. Lumber over there. Look at the device that if it goes, you're done. You're a part of a helmet. And then trying to disarm the bomb, while at the same time, you people looking at you that are either A, bored, B, they really don't know what you're doing there. C, they're trying to figure out what it is you're doing because they're an enemy. Or D, they're the person who has the trigger and want to make it as close as they can. So yeah, whenever somebody shows up and they're like, okay, no, you sir, move. Sir, we need you to move. Don't come into this area. Okay, gun to head. You need to leave this area. Because in their mind, they have no idea which of the four that is. There's someone who just wants to look. If it's somebody who's a point person to give signals to somebody else, if it's someone else might have a bomb, or could be the trigger man. There's a whole host of situations that are going through at the exact same time. So you've got the people who may or may not start shooting at them, or detonate the bomb they're trying to disarm, trying to work on the bomb, and then trying to get along too. Super high stress. So there's a lot of drama involved with it, and a decent amount of bombs. I mean, they're disarming someone. It's like, okay, got the first bomb. Oop, secondary. Secondary could be 6 other bombs attached with det cord. So let's disarm all of them. So you have interpersonal friction. You have the high stress of the job. And at the end, the movie is really, really sad. Having had friends who went off to Iraq, the 2 close ones that I had, only one of them came back. They both came back physically, but one of them was just gone. His mind was so enwrapped in the any day I could die scenario that he never came back physically. He came back physically, but mentally he was somewhere else. The other one took him time to come back and reacclimate to becoming more used to everyone being around and not having to worry about dying all the time. And the movie, of course, ends kind of like that, where you got the people who survived their tour and are looking forward to just going home, not having to deal with this. And then the one person who he goes home, that's not his home anymore. His home is disarming bombs. It is that high stress. It is that any day I could die, as opposed to let's go shopping for groceries. So, a very good, very solid drama. It does feel kind of slow at times. It's a shade over 2 hours. It feels like it probably could trim down a little bit. The scenes sometimes have a really slow pacing to them, which is great for building tension and drama. But in some cases, you're kind of feeling like this scene just took maybe just a little bit too long. A couple minutes too long. If it would have been tightened up just a little bit, it probably would have flowed a lot better. But that's really the only complaint. Beyond that, Really, really well done movie.